right, everyone. So we have some new Titans. The Demon Hunter one, Argus, the Emerald Star Titan. Minions to the left of this have Rush, and the ones to the right have Lifesteal. So kind of like those event cards that would be played in like Tavern Brawls and stuff. And so that alone, okay, that's something. But with the cards, so Crystal Carving, the powers that the Titan get, Discover or Death Rattle, cost 3 less. Okay, cool. So I like this because I used to play Death Rattle Demon Hunter. So looks like they're still giving that deck some love. And again, if it's a 3, you discover Death Rattle Minion, and it's actually 3, so you play this on turn 7. You could play that to the left, if you want to rush it, get that Death Rattle right now, boom, you could do that too. If you could put it on the right, have Lifesteal, especially if it's like something with Taunt. So that's an option. So a good way, this Argus could be used to clear boards, and it could also be used to kind of sustain. So great. Show of Force is another power can use reduce the cost of all minions in your hand by 2. That is pretty good. I mean, for outcast decks, it can be useful. So it's good for some decks that Demon Hunter already does. And then the last one is Argunite Army. Summon 4 2/2 elementals with Taunt. And I'm assuming that is to the right of this if I know Hearthstone and how cards are played. But if you choose, that'd be cool if you could do kind of like 2 and 2. But I'm assuming is you play this card, you choose the power, and then these are all going to go to the right. So you have a bunch 4 2/2s with Lifesteal. So that's definitely a way to recover some health, get that back. So yeah, overall, I love that these Titans, they lend themselves to each kind of deck you would play to. So if you're playing Death Rattle Demon Hunter, you have a power for that. If you're playing, Outcast, you definitely want to reduce everything. That could be crazy. Just reduce the cost of all minions in your hand by 2. That alone right there kind of scares me because Outcast can do a lot of stuff with that. That opens up a possibility for some more combos. I always like to play big, Demon Hunter, and sometimes, you just need a couple. I mean, I'm just trying to do the math right now in my head. If you can reduce a couple things, go for an OTK. I'm sure someone is going to find a way to do that. But the Argunite Army, I mean, that's good for lifesteal. I mean, I'm not going to be mad with health. So I don't know if I had to rate. I think all of these Titans are so strong. I feel like they're always going to be played in no matter what deck. Because again, it offers so much versatility to decks. So we'll see. There's one I was looking at that I'm not sure, but I'm reacting to the 2 new ones that came out today, and this is one of them. So I like it. Okay, so this is the one that came out like just a couple minutes ago. I was fortunate. I was actually off work where I can just react to them right now. We got our Titan for Shaman, Golganeth the Thunderer. The first spell each turn costs 3 less. So, I mean, that right there, I'm just saying you can, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking right now you could get a copy of this cold storage. So you can just use this because now you could just have essentially free Titans. You just play this, activate a power, just do it again. But let's go on to the powers. So deal 3 to all enemies, restore 6 to all friendly characters. Okay, so board clear, sustain for you. Good. Deal 20 to a minion. Oh my. Deal 20 damage to a minion. A little excessive, but I mean, hey, like, all right. You're definitely taking out that minion. Okay. And then Sargon's Wrath. Draw 3 Overload cards. Okay, cool. So some card draw. Okay, so I mean, I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to be busted if you just kind of get it over and over, but I mean, now that I think, the effects are all good, but they're not like game-breaking effects. Like, deal some damage to enemy. Oh, all enemies. Ooh. So I thought it was just minions, but deal 3 damage to all enemies. Store 6 to all friendly characters. That's pretty good. So, oh man. And I'm thinking, first spell. So maybe if you have some, spell damage increases, that could be good. 6 mana, I mean, it could be done. You could play another thing. So I feel anytime things get reduced, I get scared. I have to look at some of the cards that are available. It doesn't scream crazy good right now, but I'm definitely think this. I mean, you're gonna play it. It's a Titan. Like, you're not. I mean, you wouldn't play this in Totem Shaman. So I'm thinking, yeah, is you would play this in more of a control-based Shaman. I feel, because yeah, you do a lot, but 3 damage to enemies. That I want. Well, I'm gonna try and find a way to make that 3 damage and restore 6 to all health. Yeah. So I mean, that's gonna be the only threatening thing I could see, because right now you can get multiple versions of this with cold storage. Doesn't matter if you freeze it because it can't attack anyway. But the fact that it has the spell reduction makes me nervous. But again, that the other powers I don't think are too good. But again, drawing 3, I mean, that's fantastic. So you could draw 3 and then use one of those overload cards for maybe some more board clearing, protection. So, I mean, Overload Shaman's not seeing a lot of play right now, but all right. Again, not the worst. Now, these Titans have been out for a day, but, you know, I'm just a little late to the party because your boy's got to work. But we got Agramar, the Avenger. I love that name. And Titan, equip a 3/3. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that weapon, but you equip a 3/3 weapon. And now maintain one of the powers is give your weapon after your hero attacks, draw a card. Okay, so card draw for Hunter. Hunter Hunter has some ways of card draw, but not as much as other classes. So, I mean, I'm sure they would appreciate this. Commanding Presence, give your weapon after your hero attacks, summon a 3/3 Enforcer with Taunt. Okay, so attack, get something with Taunt. Meh. What do we got here? Your weapon. So the next one is Swift Slash. Give your weapon 2 attack, and your hero is immune while attacking. That's pretty good. What is that? 15 damage if you go face. But I do like this because it lends itself to one, aggro Hunter, which they, dealing some damage. Good, they do that. But your hero is immune while attacking. So I know they've really been trying to push this kind of control style Hunter. This will help that. So kind of both tackles both strategies. So I really do like that. Also, that's just the taunt, what it looks like. That's cool. Other than that, so half of me is like, okay, this is great. Like Swift Slash, fantastic. Draw, fantastic. Some of the taunt, whatever. But I do like the draw, and I do like the immune while attacking. However, well, my guess is that silence is going to be going around everywhere because these Titans are so good. You're going to have to get rid of them because if they get more than one power off, it's insane. And so the thing with this Hunter one, though, is that it's a weapon. And so if weapons start becoming, prevalent again, everyone's going to start running weapon removal. And so a 6 mana, 3/3, but really, let's say you get one attack and then your opponent removes it. Is that worth it? Maybe. And again, I'm just saying, if they have a removal and stuff like that. So I still think it's a fantastic card. I guess I'm being pessimistic, which isn't like me. I feel like usually I think every card's in a fantastic card. But yeah, I mean, so I guess the downside is this one, it's buffing the weapon, so it's not as immediately impactful. Because, give your weapon. It's not just give your player anytime you attack, draw a card. It's give your weapon after your hero attacks, draw a card. So if they remove the weapon, they remove the Titan power. So that's my concern. But I still think you're going to run this in whatever. You're going to run in aggro, you're going to run in control. I think you're going to run this card in there. I still think it's pretty good. Now we have the Paladin Titan. Amethyst, the Peacekeeper, Taunt. Interesting. Your minions can't take more than 2 damage at a time. Okay, so they have to give it taunt because if you gave something else taunt, that could be kind of nuts. So your minions can't take more than 2 damage at a time. Wow. Okay. So, well, just this is the first time I'm looking at it. It's like, wow. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Draw 2 minions. Set their attack, health, and cost to 2. Okay. So, attack health kind of sucks, but I'm thinking like big Paladin because I like playing big decks. If you set their cost to 2, like I'm just thinking like Kangor, the Noritron Stoop, or even if you're playing, what's it, the Countess, like a 2 mana Countess, that's kind of scary. So that seems good. Empowered, give your other minions 2/2. So, okay, if you're running kind of an aggro, this is 7 mana, but give your other minions 2/2. Not terrible. Pacified, set the attack and health of all enemy minions to 2. Okay, so sets it up in consecration range, which I feel like consecration is not played as much anymore, but set the attack and health of all enemy minions to 2. Well, I like the first one. I like the draw 2 minions, The attack and health does suck, but again, if you're playing the divine, or if you're playing a bunch of 2 attack or health stuff, doesn't matter, but that cost 2 is going to be a little scary, I think, especially if you're trying to do some crazy combo. This is, if you're playing this in an aggro deck, this is 7 mana and give your other minions 2/2. Like, is that worth it? I mean, this could be like the finishing touch, and then it offers your minions pretty hard to get rid of them because now they're all 2/2. So it's going to take at least 2 attacks from them. Or if you're up against like a mage or something, they just do like a blanket removal, or anything that like Warlock, anything that has a lot of AoE damage, it's only going to take 2/2. So it is a sort of a form of protection as well as a buff, which now that I think about it, I mean, that's, again, I really love these Titans because there's so many ways you can use them, which I think, they're going to see play no matter what, just because of how versatile they are. And then set the attack. I mean, if you're in a pinch, set the attack health of all enemy minions to 2. I mean, it's not bad, especially if they have something big. You can reduce it, maybe trade into it. Ooh, especially if you have a bunch of minions and they only take 2 damage at a time. Oh, man. So that's pretty good. So that if you have a big board, this could be useful. So, okay, I'm seeing where this is coming in. I was a little skeptical at first, but it relies that you have a big board, though, is the thing. So, okay, I'm liking it more to think about it, but still, I think that reinforces the best thing. And if it stays around, which it might, in all reality, like if it doesn't get silenced, it might stick around. So you could build a board, buff it, and then also, I mean, shoot, if they have a big board, reduce the stats of theirs. So, I don't know. Okay, so I'm starting, Pacified is because it's the attack and health. I'm starting to like this card a little bit more now I look at it. So, again, doing things that typically Paladin would want to do. So, cool. Good card. Next, we got Amanthul, Titan. After this, uses an ability, discover a legendary minion. Okay, so Control Priest, what I'm thinking right off the bat. Shape the Stars. Choose a non-Titan minion. Summon a copy of it with 2/2. Okay, so have any death rattles? You can make a copy of it. Really, just I mean, Priest has tried. I feel like they're not as successful this time around, but they do like to buff minions. And this is a way to make a copy of that minion. And there's definitely in the past, historically, they've used strategies where kind of, buffing minions and doing crazy stuff. So, okay, choose a non-Titan minion, summon a copy with 2/2. I like it. Strike from history. Choose 2 enemy minions. Remove them from the game. Wow, that's pretty good. So you'll use this. Remove 2 things, 2 problematic things, which is awesome. So they shouldn't get death rattles or anything. And then discover a legendary minion. So a lot of value off of Amanthul. And then Vision of Heroes, summon a random 6-cost minion, give it Taunt and Lifesteal. So, all right, there you go. You got your protection and you got your health. Fantastic card. This is definitely... Okay, so you're going to play this in Control Priest. Definitely not in, like Undead or anything like that that's going around. I play a lot of Thief Priest right now, so... Would I play this? I think I would. Just because, I mean, again, 7 mana, just get rid of 2 things. That's fantastic. Make a big thing with Taunt and Lifesteal, so to get some, which, I mean, it's 7 mana, so I'm trying to think of stuff it'd compete with, but yeah, I think it would work. And then Shape the Stars. Just make all those spells, make a copy of something. Non-Titan minion. Okay, so it could be their minion too, so a little bit of versatility. Choose a non-Titan minion, send a copy with it 2/2. So you're not buffing theirs. You could just technically, so you can sort of play it and maybe Thief Priest, sort of. I mean, summon a copy of it. So interesting. But I mean, really, the Strike from History is fantastic. Vision of Heroes is fantastic. Shape the Stars, maybe situational, but again, I think you're absolutely going to play this in any sort of control priest. Next up, we got Khazgaroth, if I'm saying that correctly. After this uses an ability, gain immune this turn and attack a random enemy. Okay, so this can't, because Titans can't attack, but this one can attack. Once, sort of, because, it's going to... Oh, man, now that I'm thinking about it, though, because if you silence these, they can now attack. So really, hard removal is going to be the name of the game in this next coming format. Because, yeah, even if you remove it, I haven't been really paying attention to the stats too much, but some of them I don't think have terrible stats, and usually a lot of health. This one, not so much. So 6 mana, 4/4, it's pretty bad. But let's see what the... Okay, so for one of the powers, gain 2/2, draw a weapon. So, alrighty. I think that's good because, yeah, now you're getting a 6 mana, 6/6 that can trade into a lot of things, and you're getting a weapon on top of it, which Warrior typically plays weapons. So, okay, cool. Makes sense. Tempering, gain 5 attack, give your hero 5 attack this turn. Okay, so this is going to become a 9/4. Oh, and immune, so I guess that's fair. So that trade into, anything else, something bigger, and then give your hero 5 attack this turn. Okay, so if it somehow manages to stay around, you get a weapon, and then you can attack with that weapon, so a big weapon. But regardless, you just give your hero 5 attack, which is good. Warrior likes to attack. They got a lot of armor. They can afford it. And then the last one, gain 5 health, give your hero 5 armor. So this becomes a 4/5, which I don't think really matters because it's immune while it's attacking anyway. So what does the health matter? I guess if you can think that 5 health would help it stick around, which it might, give your hero 5 armor. So maybe if you're going up against like an aggro deck, this gives you a little bit of sustainability and this minion. So it may become harder for that aggro deck to take it down. So that's what I can see it in. Other than that, it's okay. It doesn't scream like wow crazy like some of the other Titans, but I definitely think it just seems okay. I still think it's going to be played. Like I said, I still think these Titans are all so good. Actually, though, no, I feel like Warrior needs some help right now, and I don't know if this is gonna do it for it. But let's think of this. It's a means of clearing. Typically, once it's gonna be immune after it uses an ability. You're gonna get a draw. You're gonna get some health, or some armor, or some attack. And if you have a weapon, that could be good too. So if Weapon Warrior becomes sort of a thing, this is absolutely going to help that deck for sure. And I'm trying to think of weapons that might have that 5 attack may matter. But I'm thinking now too, like, what if you are playing kind of an aggressive pirate warrior? Because I think aggressive warrior, pirate warrior comes to mind. But if you're playing an aggressive warrior deck, this could help. It's going to give you a weapon. It's going to give you some attack. And it's going to give this some attack. So it's a ways to clear things as well as attack. So I don't know. Again, I think it's okay. I think it's an okay card. It will probably see some play. But that's my thoughts. So on that one. I think that's the last card that was revealed so far, at least that I'm aware of. And so, yeah, let me know what you all think about these Titans. I still think they're all going to be played. Khazgaroth, maybe not as much, but I just think they're all too good not to be played. And if they get silenced, their one downside, which was they can't attack, now they can attack. This Khazgaroth seems like the lowest statted. I know the other one with a Paladin had 1 attack and was at 8 health, which isn't, and it was a taunt. So I still think I don't know. I think these cards offer so much flexibility to decks and promote strategies that the decks already want to do. I feel like they're still going to be played. But let me know what you all think. Definitely, if you disagree, tell me in the comments what you think below, or if you agree, or which one are you looking most forward to? Because I'm super pumped about them. But let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.
Love the chase.